up in the morning? This is a question not many people ask themselves. You may be thinking, well, my alarm clock or my mom. But it's a super important question, so I'm going to ask you again. What gets you up in the morning? 3 years ago, my answer to this question will be very similar to what your guys' probably is. I got up because I have to, because my mom makes me. But 3 years ago, I was not really living. Every day was the same. I would wake up because my mom made me, or because I had to go to school, and I would go to school after I got ready, and repeat. At school, instead of being a person individually, I would try so hard to be like everybody else. I wanted to be liked, I wanted to be cool, I wanted to be popular, and those were my priorities in life. Well, then life happened. All of a sudden, the people I thought were my friends weren't my friends anymore, and life hit me like a brick wall. I was lonely. Turns out, trying to be somebody else turns you into a nobody, and I was a nobody. Now, during this time of turmoil and uncertainty in my life, I came across this old notebook. A little backstory, when I was probably kindergarten through second grade, I convinced myself I was going to be a world famous author, and I even wrote a book called A New Life on the Farm. I sold it for free to 6 people, all family members. Pretty big accomplishment if you ask me. Only 1 typo. Anyways, I thought that I was going to be an author, and I was so set on this that I made a pen name for myself. And a pen name is a name that you make for yourself if you're an author to publish books under. That way you're not known by your actual name. So, because I was going to be a world famous author, I had to have a pen name. And my pen name was Mary Brighter. So I chuckled as I looked in this notebook at the thousands, probably, of signatures of Mary Brighter. Because, I had to practice. So I'm looking at all these signatures, but then something caught my eye. At the bottom of the page was a little sentence, and it said, "Paint your own picture, not someone else's." This struck me, and I'm not sure if little kindergartner Adallia found this in a book somewhere and wrote it down, or if she really made it up. But either way, it had a big impact in my life. Call it an epiphany or a revelation, but all of a sudden, I decided that I needed to change. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know whose picture I was painting. All I knew is it wasn't mine. I made a lot of lifestyle changes that day. For one, I read my Bible, really read my Bible for the first time in a long time. I wrote down my goals and my aspirations, and I created a routine for myself. I also decided to prioritize the opinions of people in my life who really cared about me, not the people who I just wanted to be like. These people who cared about me, I had previously pushed away because I decided they weren't popular enough. Slowly but surely, things started to take a turn in my life. Was it hard? Sure. But was it worth it? 100%. Now I know why I wake up in the morning. Sadly, I think too many people in our world today are like I was 3 years ago. They don't know who they are. Think about where you guys are in your life today. Are you there because the flow of life brought you there, or are you there because you pushed against the flow to create your own stream? Ask yourselves these questions. Whose opinions do you value in your life, and what is your end goal? If your priorities and values don't match up to what you eventually want to become, then you need to make a change. I also want to stress this. Popularity does not equate to positive impact. How many of you would rather be an influencer than a teacher? I'm willing to bet, sadly, most of you. But here's the thing. If you are famous for posting pictures, but you never make an impact in anybody's life, you are just as important as the average Joe walking down the street nobody's ever heard of. I want to leave you with this. Leave an impact in somebody's life. That is living. Figure out why you are living and what you are living for. Don't wait around for your purpose to find you, because it won't. Figure out your values and paint your own picture. And lastly, I want to ask you this one more time. What gets you up in the morning? Thank you for listening to my speech.